今日我哋嚟到倫敦嘅 Enfield 去揾 Steve Harrison， 而家我就非常之期待入去屋企飲佢手沖嘅茶。Let's go！
Whoa, I'm Steve Harrison. Welcome to my small house.
英國有個茶痴，因為太中意茶，所以自己整埋茶杯，仲做埋陶藝大師。
40 years, and I don't feel any different.
佢中意到整咗個行李箱，要 hand carry 啲茶具搭飛機。
茶壺、兩隻杯、細鎖匙咧就係 lock 住好珍貴嘅 suitcase 啊。
對佢嚟講，打爛咗一隻心愛嘅杯，就好似冇咗一段關係咁。
And then to lose it is extraordinary. It's really painful.
佢就係英國陶藝大師 Steve Harrison。40年嘅火候令佢自成一套科學化嘅鹽釉精密計算。
Because out of maybe 25 of these bowls, there's maybe 3 or 4 that are like this.
Do you think you're a perfectionist?
Yeah, probably. What do you do with the ones that you're not happy with? Smash them, I suppose.
Steve Harrison 最中意佢間屋嘅地方就係佢個廚房，一部分咧就係佢好多嘅陶藝嘅作品咧都係喺入邊嘅。
香港 UNDERCOVER 新店都揾到佢嘅作品。今集 Follow Me， 我哋走入佢喺倫敦嘅 Home Studio， 睇下一杯茶點樣令佢成為陶藝大師。
In you come.
Thank you.
Would you like a cup of tea? Yes. Shall we have tea? Yeah.
What kind of tea are we drinking today?
Julia has made a cake. Eros is a perfect companion. What I do in experimenting terms with different teas, I always come back to Eros. You know, with a fruit tea or something like that, I let the water go off the boil. That's quite important. But I like the idea that there are no rules. Why not find your own rhythm? So we'll make tea.
Amazing.
I'm the tea master. I have to check this to see if it's right.
Okay.
So you're going to have the tea that I think is the best.
Okay.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet.
Not yet.
由門口行到去屋企入面，周圍都可以揾到呢一種有啲似魚鱗紋，又有啲似橙紋嘅 pattern， 就係佢最 signature 嘅鹽釉作品。當溫度過咗1300度嘅時候，將鹽灑落去窯爐入面，就會形成呢一種聽天由命嘅 pattern， 令到每一件作品都獨一無二，可以賣成過萬蚊一件。
I must go in here and get the cake. This is something that we've always done.
A Victorian sponge.
Yeah, Victoria sponge.
Wow.
I love the cake.
Looks absolutely delightful.
It feels like a ceremony. Again, it just gives a little bit of sweetness, adds something to the tea, and you must have it in tandem.
Steve Harrison 同茶具嘅緣分係由16歲開始，當時佢喺學校接觸到陶瓷，仲用零用錢買咗老師整嘅杯，沖返屋企即刻好本能咁沖咖啡。而家諗返轉頭，先發現當時嘅自己已經思考緊一個容器點樣影響成個飲用體驗。再之後佢喺理工學院讀陶藝嗰陣，喺一個陶瓷家屋企見到一個茶壺，從此佢嘅人生就同茶具分唔開啦。
And I remember just seeing a Janis Chilenko teapot. It was honestly potted, quite heavy-ish, and it had a quality that with the tea staining. I just thought to myself, and I love this, I thought I wonder if I'd ever be able to make something that looks like that in my own lifetime. And when I look at my teapot, the 2008 one that we've all used, it has a quality of use, of beautiful lightness, balance. It has everything.
之後佢入咗皇家藝術學院讀陶藝碩士課程，30幾年嚟不停創作。日本 UNDERCOVER 主理人高橋盾都係佢嘅 fans， 收藏咗好多佢嘅作品，仲專登喺香港新鋪拎咗佢嘅珍藏品出嚟。
佢呢隻杯咧係為佢老婆 Julia 整嘅，咁佢個 shape 咧係 inspire 咗，因為佢以前咧啲茶好快會凍，咁佢咧就諗個方法咧就係點樣可以令到啲茶可以 stay warm 咧，就係有呢個 form 咧其實可以保存個溫度啦，咁啲茶冇咁快凍。
Steve 嘅層架上面有太太嘅 Julia Mudd、女女嘅聖誕杯，仲有啤酒杯，連兩隻狗都有專用嘅碗。
呢兩個 pet bowls 咧係佢特別整俾佢兩隻狗仔嘅，但係啲狗仔其實唔理個碗係點樣樣，係反而最開心嘅地方淨係可以食到嘢。 咁點解有一個咁孤獨嘅 cup 喺度呢？呢個就係叫 ill cup， 病咗嘅人呢就會加啲蜜糖、檸檬同埋啲薑入去沖一杯特飲。
如果 Steve 要遠行，佢喺茶同茶杯之間揀咗帶晒全部，佢仲整咗一個自己專用嘅茶具行李箱。今年佢另外設計咗一系列嘅 travel box， 仲喺香港同埋日本擺展添。
Won't travel without it. You've got a tray, a tea towel, and then you'd have a teapot and 2 cups.
You take this with you everywhere?
Yeah, I'll take it everywhere. When I went to Japan, they were like, "What's in? Can you open it?" I was on tea like that. They loved it. This is about my obsession. What sort of tea am I going to have? And then if it's tea bag, I have to say no. Oh, it sounds terrible. I'd been to Louis Vuitton to talk to them. They couldn't do it because they wouldn't let me go to the workshop. Everyone thought I was a bit mad.
Steve 自己其實有隻私家杯，仲俾 Julia 同仔女改咗個名叫做 Pressure Mug， 因為知道如果佢冇咗隻杯會好傷心。不過喺拍攝前2日，佢唔小心將隻杯打爛咗。
How did you feel?
It's impossible for me to make that again. So I can make a different cup, but I can't make that one. You build this relationship with things, and then to lose it is extraordinary. It's really painful.
咁我哋而家就落去個 studio 度啦。Oh my god! Wow!
So, actually, I'll be able to show you some. So these have all got all my when I fire. So they're notes. So they're time, temperature, when I'm firing, what I'm putting in, where it's going. If anybody asks me what salt glaze is like, you start like an oil painting and you leach it out so it almost becomes like a watercolour. You have an idea of what you're doing, but it's not a blueprint, it's not certain.
佢每件作品上面都會有一個皇冠，原來皇冠嘅希臘文係 Steve， 語帶相關，順理成章就成為佢嘅 signature。
That's maybe what people would think of Steve Harrison. Blue, really orange peely salt glaze. They make that deep association with the orange peel. And I'd like to try and be a bit braver and look at salt glaze when it's minimal. So it's just got a really fine sheen, hold back, and look at the sort of subtle qualities.
香港藝廊的 Shophouse 主理人 Alex 喺2018年都開始收藏 Steve 嘅作品，仲親身飛嚟英國同佢見面，之後仲開始邀請 Steve 喺香港搞展覽。Alex 知道 Steve 好鍾意試新嘢，所以成日俾啲古靈精怪嘅 idea 佢，例如2024年嘅 Last Supper 系列就係 Alex 提議佢睇恐怖片僵屍之後嘅創作。碗上面嘅數字並唔係 Steve 常用開嘅製作年份，而係電影入面嘅門牌號碼。
Would you say this is like your experimental shop?
Yeah, definitely, 100%, yeah. I ask different questions of myself about handles. Why is it conventionally down there? I'll do positive and negatives. Then experiments with earthenware. Maybe that was a nod to Wedgwood. You know Wedgwood?
咁佢就講解咗佢用咗好多唔同物料啊，咁 porcelain 咧就係喺陶瓷入邊咧係算係最高級嘅 clay， 但係點解唔可以諗下 flower pot 嘅 clay 可唔可以做到同一樣
You know, they're not always successful, but they're certainly provocative. There's a gold one, gold luster.
日本選物店 Art and Science 嘅創辦人 Sonya Park 喺20幾年前喺一本雜誌見到 Steve 嘅作品一見鐘情，之後仲專登由日本飛去英國去拜候佢，自此就開始咗長達20年嘅合作關係。
Even the shirt you've designed yourself.
That's right, yeah, it's true, yeah. Yeah, it is, it's in my book. So this was early prototype. So I went to and fro with Sonya at Art and Science. But now, honestly, believe me, I can't wear anything else.
Do you wear like this shirt every day? Like
Yeah,
7
every day.
days a week?
Yeah,
Oh.
7 days a week.
每日都會着呢件衫，有12件都係同一款嘅衫。
So when I'm on the wheel, I must be short arms. I can't have arms down here because it's really easy just to knock them up like that. Also, I use this. It's long here because I'm always cleaning my molds. So I use them to do that naturally.
And how to use the pocket?
Glasses.
Oh.
And an odd tool, so that's perfect. It's one of these sort of aprons where people put their tools in and oh no, I wouldn't want my tools. My tools go on there. and I just have the bare essentials. It's really simple.
Functional design.
Yeah, functional.
Steve 同太太喺大學畢業之後就住喺呢間屋，30幾年嚟經歷唔同嘅人生階段，親自幫間屋改裝咗4次。佢嘅陶藝品亦都隨住年月一齊增加，充斥喺屋企唔同角落。
咁啊，Steve，你可唔可以介紹一下你個廚房？
I see this space more as a tea house.
Yeah.
So I see it as a tea house first and then a kitchen secondary. I quite like it open shelving so I can see the work. Constantly, that's really lovely. My approach with the house has never been calculated with a drawing or working it all out. You live in the space and it grows.
廚房入面嘅一磚一瓦都係有故事嘅，例如煮食爐後面嘅長磚就係當年 Julia 媽媽入咗院 ，Steve 冇心情整杯，就做咗呢啲圓形嘅磚嚟度過憂心嘅日子。
I don't like any of the white goods in my tea house or kitchen. A dishwasher would be the wrong thing for me to have because it's designed to have industrial, and I just feel like there is a joy to washing up handmade objects, and are dry because I like to put them back and stand back and think, "Ooh, look at that! That's lovely." It's so nice to live a life where you don't have to worry and hide anything, and I think that we do a lot of that.
我就企住喺隔離咧，去老婆 request 嘅 spices cupboard， 佢呢啲全部咧，每一個物件入邊都有一個唔同嘅香料喺入邊啦，每一個咧都係有數字 mark 咗喺上面嘅。咁我哋打開入邊呢個係製住啲咩香料先？呢個應該係 cumin。Steve
細個成日見到梵高呢一幅畫，潛移默化佢好多作品，甚至係廚房嘅角落都揾到呢一個佢特別設計嘅向日葵圖案。至於呢一個究竟係咩嚟嘅呢？
咁呢啲咧唔係雀仔翼，佢呢隻就係嘅一隻 wing nut， 就係算係一種螺絲，佢 hold 實張台啦。佢係喺地上執到一個 wing nut， 跟住咧佢好多啲設計咧都係 reference 翻佢中意呢個 shape 啦。Oh,
like that.
Oh my god!
So the whole thing is locked together with a screw.
Okay. 我哋而家去緊 Steve Harrison 嘅廁所。
I mean, I wasn't expecting you to pop into here. So this is really how we live our lives. I love the functionality of early Victorian things. So this is very old, as is the toilet, and the toilet seat is, getting on for 1890. I made this sink and obviously the tap handles. I just thought how beautiful everything could be, from the mundane brushing your teeth, washing your face. It's a lovely thing to look at.
咁其實一入到嚟係有少少一個好似酒店嘅感覺，好似係非常之唔係我哋嘅時代嘅時間啦。
Yeah, you like the guitar? Do you play the guitar?
I'm in love.
Yeah, I'm in love with the guitar. I'm going to do something called a guitar for the gods. Sort of ritual that I have would be the same thing every day. Like we talked about clothes, same rhythm. I don't want to break it. I want to be in the vortex of the creativity, and then I'll come out when I'm finished. And that rhythm would just continue week on week, month on month, until I fire.
因為鹽釉過程會產生有害氣體，好難可以喺倫敦住宅區做到。Steve 嘅外母喺威爾斯有塊地，所以佢喺嗰度起咗個大窯爐，將倫敦拉好嘅作品小心包好，再揸4個鐘頭車去到嗰度做埋最後嘅步驟。
For holidays and things, was always consumed with going to Wales to fire. And we'd get up at 4 in the morning with hot water bottles in the Land Rover and drive to Wales. It's a very different lifestyle. It's not like here, it's not so comfortable. And the workshop is just a wooden building. And we only have electricity, that's it. There's no TV, there's no internet. The focus had to be so acute. And the kids always said that I was sort of, not moody, but I was a different person in Wales. So it makes you very self-reliant. I am a self-reliant potter.
每一次開爐 ，Steve 都要用大半日時間高溫燒杯加鹽，之後再用3至4日等啲杯攤凍，最後先可以開爐揭盅。呢一段高勞動低物欲嘅日子 ，Steve 覺得好似禪修緊，係佢每年必做2至3次嘅儀式。
Because out of maybe 25 of these bowls, there's maybe 3 or 4 that are like this. What do you do with the ones that you're not happy with? It's difficult. Smash them, I suppose.
Do you think you're a perfectionist?
Yeah, probably. Too much of a perfectionist, maybe.
今日嚟之前咧，就同我哋講一件好 dramatic 嘅事發生咗，就係佢1年嘅 project 咧，終於都完成咗啦。咁佢將會5月有一個展覽，咁佢準備咗1年，就係一 set 好靚嘅、好非常之精緻嘅 tea jars 啦。As always， 每一個 Steve Harrison 嘅 design 入邊都係有個 wing nut.
40 years, and I don't feel any different. But everything is related to pots. I'm going to try and deny I'm obsessed, but it's not. It's that my world is through a filter, a lens of pots. So every little correlation with something is related. Oh, I did travelling with tea then. It's related to that. So that's how I feel. That's how I see the world. Related to tea always, everything. Yeah, rituals, eh?